التضامن والاستقرار الخليجي والعربي والإسلامي وتعزيز أواصر الود والتآخي بين دولنا وشعوبنا بما يخدم أمالنا.
Extremely pleased with having been able to achieve this very important breakthrough.
Qatar restores ties with 4 other Arab nations. At the Gulf Cooperation Council, or GCC summit held on January 5, 2021 in its city of Al Khula, Shining World Leadership for Loving Care Award laureate Saudi Arabia, along with Bahrain, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates, agreed to re-establish relations with Qatar. As part of the Al Khula Declaration, land, sea, and air borders, which had been closed since 2017, will be reopened.
The Al Khula Declaration has achieved a settlement of all issues outstanding in a way that is entirely satisfactory to all nations involved, to all the countries involved. We are extremely pleased with having been able to achieve this very important breakthrough that we believe will contribute very much to the stability and security of all our nations in the region. And yes, all the outstanding whether it's the returning of diplomatic relations, flights, etc., all of that will now go back to normal.
Upon his arrival in the city of Al Khula, Qatar's Emir, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate, was warmly greeted by Saudi Arabia's Deputy Prime Minister, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz. Mediating the agreement with Kuwait and the United States, represented by U.S. President Trump's senior advisor, the Honorable Jared Kushner, who also attended the summit. Under the leadership of His Excellency Donald Trump, a Shining World Peace Leader Award and Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate, other landmark peace deals were made last year between Israel and 4 countries, Bahrain, Sudan, the UAE, and Morocco, and between Kosovo and Serbia. Each of these mentioned nations is a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace Laureate, and Sudan is also a Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance Laureate.
This is a huge step forward, and I am once again profoundly grateful to you and to your people.
Our respectful appreciation to Bahrain, Egypt, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates for joining hands to enhance solidarity and stability in the Gulf region. We also thank His Excellency Donald Trump and the Honorable Jared Kushner for your committed peacemaking efforts. In divine grace, may these renewed ties bring ever more peace, friendship, and prosperity for all. Supreme Master Ching Hai joyfully present the Shining World Leadership Award for Peace to Egypt, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia for helping to advance peace in your region and thus our world. With high esteem, best wishes, and gratitude. In Allah's love.
United States strengthens relations with Taiwan, also known as Formosa. On January 9, 2021, United States Secretary of State, His Excellency Mike Pompeo, announced that the U.S. government will remove its long-standing bureaucratic restrictions on the interactions between American and Taiwanese or Formosan officials. He stated, "Today I am announcing that I am lifting all of these self-imposed restrictions. Executive branch agencies should consider all contact guidelines regarding relations with Taiwan previously issued by the Department of State under authorities delegated to the Secretary of State to be null and void." Secretary Pompeo further mentioned that all relations between executive members of the U.S. government and Taiwan or Formosa are to be managed by the American Institute in Taiwan, which has been acting as the U.S. Embassy. This news has been warmly welcomed by Taiwanese or Formosan officials, with Foreign Minister His Excellency Dr. Joshua Joseph Wu thanking Secretary Pompeo and stating, "The closer partnership between Taiwan and the U.S. is firmly based on our shared values, common interests, and unshakable belief in freedom and democracy." In March 2018, President of the United States, His Excellency Donald Trump, a Shining World Peace Leader Award and Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate, signed the Taiwan Travel Act, which allows high-level U.S. officials to go to Taiwan and vice versa. The United States government is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate, and the Taiwanese or Formosan government is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion recipient. Congratulations, Taiwan or Formosa and the United States, on your new chapter of open diplomatic relations. Our gratitude, Your Excellencies President Donald Trump and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, for your positive efforts in the international community. In heaven's peace, May all countries coexist in mutual harmony, respect, and dignity for the shared prosperity and happiness of all.
United States nonprofit supports Palestinian refugee youngsters. Islamic Relief USA, or IRUSA, has donated $2.4 million to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, or UNRWA, to help over 2,800 orphans and special needs children in Gaza. For the last 5 years, IRUSA has been supporting Gaza's underprivileged youth with cash assistance, clothing, counseling, and training, among other forms of aid. Our gratitude, Islamic Relief USA, for your timely donation to the children. And thank you, UNRWA, for your ongoing support. We pray that all refugees soon will be graced with comfort and permanent loving homes in which to grow and prosper in the overflowing mercy of the divine.
Life expectancy dips in England and Wales due to COVID-19. Research by Oxford University scientists in the United Kingdom has revealed that the average number of years those in England and Wales are expected to live declined by around 1 year in 2020 compared to 2019. Among females, the drop in life expectancy was from 83.5 to 82.6, and among males from 79.9 to 78.7 years of age. The decrease occurred due to many mortalities from the coronavirus. Between March 2nd and November 28th, 2020, the countries experienced 15% or 57,419 more deaths than would have otherwise been expected in 2020. Our appreciation, Oxford University researchers, for this important work,
showing the immense toll COVID-19 is taking on nations.
In heaven's support, may everyone soon switch to the life-saving plant-based diet to ensure a bright and healthy future for all.
Study finds wearing a face mask won't hinder your workout. Researchers from Canada's University of Saskatchewan have discovered that wearing a cloth face mask doesn't impact one's performance or oxygen intake amid an intense workout session. For the study, 14 healthy participants conducted a short warm-up using a stationary bike. Then the intensity of the cycling was raised until they couldn't continue at the required level. The 3 test rounds included exercising without a mask, with a surgical mask, and with a triple-layer cloth mask. It was concluded that wearing a face mask doesn't interfere with breathing and has only minimal effects on blood and muscle oxygenation during a workout. Our sincere thanks, University of Saskatchewan scientists, for this vital information supporting wearing a mask to lessen one's COVID-19 exposure risk while exercising. May we all work together to protect one another in God's loving guidance.
Tens of thousands of prehistoric rock wall paintings revealed in Colombian Amazon. Archaeologists from the United Kingdom and Colombia, led by Dr. Jose Iriarte of UK's Exeter University,
revealed the 12,500-year-old rock art in Colombia's Chiribiquete National Park.
The paintings cover
nearly 12.9 kilometers
of cliff surfaces and feature extinct animals such as the mastodon, giant sloth, paleolama, and ice age horses, in addition to birds, fish, turtles, and lizards. There are also depictions of individuals surrounding animals in a seemingly prayerful manner. Dr. Iriarte explained, for Amazonian people, non-humans like animals and plants have souls. The pictures are extremely well preserved and detailed and give insight into the previous landscape,
which the researchers say was probably a savanna-like terrain.
Our delighted applause on your find, Dr. Jose Iriarte and team.
May the art remain well conserved in the years ahead, with your studies of them shedding new light onto the past.
Indian teacher awarded 2020 Global Teacher Prize. Sponsored by the United Kingdom-based charity Varkey Foundation, the Global Teacher Prize 2020 has been awarded to Ranjit Singh Disley for his dedication to improving disadvantaged girls' education. This 32-year-old teacher at Jilla Parishad Primary School, Maharashtra, India, was chosen from 12,000 nominees representing 140-plus countries. His achievements include translating textbooks into the local language and adding quick response or QR codes to textbooks for students to access additional educational content, an idea now adopted nationally. Additionally, he has provided virtual science lessons to over 85,000 students in 83 countries and launched an international network called Let's Cross the Borders to connect young people in conflict regions with a peace body. Mr. Disley is sharing half of the $1 million award equally with the other 9 finalists. Congratulations, Ranjit Singh Disley, on your award and remarkable achievements. May your diligent efforts continue to help uplift numerous children's lives in celestial radiance.
New York, USA hospitals now serving vegan dishes. A new law effective December 2020 requires all New York State hospitals to provide plant-based options for patient meals and snacks. The food must have the same nutritional value as other items offered, and disclosure of the animal-free dishes must be included on the menus and other written material. A champion of the legislation, the non-profit Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine helps implement the rule by offering support, resources, and training to hospital food service staff. The American Medical Association and American College of Cardiology have recommended that plant-based meals be provided in hospitals to enhance patient well-being. Exceptional news, New York State. In heaven's grace, may all other governments soon follow your example as we heal ourselves through the compassionate vegan way.
Hungary prohibits fur farming of various animals. The Honorable Peter Ovadi, Hungary's Ministerial Commissioner of Animal Protection and National Assembly member, recently proclaimed the country's prohibition on raising mink, ferret, fox, and koipu for fur. None of these animals are currently raised for fur in Hungary, but the decision prevents European fur producers from moving their operations to Hungary, as COVID-19 has spread in the mink fur industry around Europe. In a statement, Dr. Joanna Swabe, Senior Director of Public Affairs for Humane Society International, or HSI Europe, has urged expanding the ban to include chinchillas currently bred by Hungary's fur industry. HSI is a Shining World Compassion Award recipient and a Shining World Protection Award laureate. Our respectful gratitude, Hungary, for your wise governance. Also, many thanks, Dr. Joanna Swabe and Humane Society International Europe, for your ongoing animal welfare work. May world governments soon safeguard all our animal co-inhabitants in the divine's compassionate wisdom.